Hi everyone, this is Lori here with Lori Hooks. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me today. So today's video is a yarny catch up. I have a couple of finished objects to show finally. I have a small acquisition and last week I talked about some arm pain and stuff like that. I will give you guys an update on that and we'll talk a little bit about life. And I think we'll do it in that order. We'll stick with the yarny things first and the less yarny things at the end in case you're just here for the yarny stuff. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope that you guys are all having a good day. It is fairly early in the morning here. Not really early, it's 9:30. I am working on my first cup of coffee and having a little chat with you guys. It took me longer than usual to get my act together today and get started, so I feel like a little bit of a mess still, but well, I know I'm still a little bit of a mess. But if I don't get this done right now, I know that I will lose the day and I won't get a chance. And tomorrow it's supposed to be yucky outside and I really rely on some natural light for my videos. So we need to record it today and get her done. So yeah. So my first finished object, I will have to show you guys a picture of. It is the curtain I was making for my kitchen and it is now hanging in my kitchen. So I'll insert a picture here. I have a couple different pictures. I have one of just the curtain itself and I have one of my messy kitchen. I still need to paint that window frame. I will get around to it sometime, but I haven't done it yet. It's one of the areas that after we had our flood that they didn't paint. They painted everything around the window frame, so makes the window frame look extra yucky. When we had our windows done, they had to replace all the window frames in the windows, but of course they don't paint them, which we knew when they said they were doing the windows. I'll admit, I don't really like painting. It's messy. It's not that big of a deal. It's really messy and there's a lot of prep and a lot of cleanup and I'm lazy. So that's why I haven't done it. So back to the crochet and the hexagon curtain, I'm calling it. So that is a total of 62 hexagons. There are 20 yellow ones, 20 orange ones, and 22 red ones. And I sewed those together by hand. I did not use a crochet join method. I used an invisible join by sewing by hand. I tried a couple joining methods by crochet and I just didn't like the way the join looked. If I'd used a fourth color and joined them in the fourth color, that would have looked fine, but I couldn't get it to join with the colors that I had and get it to look the way that I wanted, so I sewed them by hand. It took a long time. I would say I probably spent 3 evenings just sewing them together. Now, I didn't do it 3 consecutive evenings or all evenings. I actually sewed it together when I had 2 rows of hexagons done. I sewed those together so that I could put up there and see what it looked like and get an accurate count of exactly how many I needed. And then I made a bunch more and I sewed those ones together and then made the rest and finished sewing it together and then we hung it up. So I'm very happy with the outcome. I very much like the way that it looks and it brings some needed color into my kitchen. So the other yarn that I used for that, the red is Caron 1 pound in the color Claret. The yellow and the orange are Soft Classic by Loops and Threads, and those are in the color yellow and orange. Those are acrylic. I'm sure the acrylic yarn is going to absorb dirt and dust more than maybe some other types of yarn would, but when I need to wash it, I don't think I'm going to have to be as concerned with shrinking and that type of thing. The other thing is that I know that acrylic, you have to make sure that it doesn't get too close to heat. It is on the very top of the window, so it is very far away from the stove, and I don't have any concerns about heat up there. So I think it'll be fine. The other thing is reading I did, I think acrylic will handle the sun better, that it should discolor less. So I guess we'll see. We'll see how it holds up and how long it lasts. But you know, if I get tired of it or if I don't like the way that it looks anymore, I can just make a new one. So that's my kitchen curtain, and that is finished object number 1. I have my tablet here. I'm just switching between projects. Okay. Second project finished is my granny square blanket, and I have it here. So this is made using Red Heart all-in-one granny square yarn. Well, the grannies are, not the bordering. So these colors are Hot Stuff. I keep saying this one wrong. No, I have it right. Frigid, sorry, this is Soft White Hot Stuff, Soft White Frigid, and Soft White Amethyst. So altogether there's 48 of these squares. For me, the Red Heart Granny Square yarn made 15 squares. The advertising amount on the label is 14, but I got 15 out of each one. And those are the 3 different colors. And here's the blanket. Too big to show really on video, but I'll insert some pictures here. I have a picture of it laid out on the floor, and I have another picture of it on the back of my couch. I really like how it came out. The color that I used for joining is, I pulled out of my stash some Bernat Super Value in the color Damson, and I used a granny join as you go method. Sorry, continuous join method. I'll link it in the description box below. I watched a few different ones. I think the one that, I think the Hooked by Robin one, and there's one from Bella Coco. Is it Bella Coco's? Because I watched 2 different ways. One is to do a continuous join and to join in every single double crochet, and then the other one is you just join the shells together. So I use the join the shells together method, and I like the way that it came out. I think it's fine, but I'll try to link in the description box below the video that I used. And then once I had joined all my squares together, I went around one more time with grannies in the granny stitch, and then I went around one more time after that in single crochets, and I really like how it came out. So very happy with this blanket. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm assuming I'll probably just give it away to somebody. I might just leave it on the back of my couch for now for color, and then sometime down the road I'll probably give it to somebody. We'll see. I haven't decided yet, so we'll see. So that is finished object number 2. I'm very happy with how this came out. It was a lot of fun to make. And I actually bought some more of the all-in-one granny yarn. It's pretty expensive, but I enjoy working with it. So yeah, like here in Canada, it's like $11.67, I think, a skein, right around there. And if you buy them, like right now at Walmart, they don't have any left. The last time I checked at Walmart, which was, I didn't go in the yarn aisle, I think the last 2 or 3 times that I was there, but when I checked it a few weeks ago, they still didn't have any left. Well, they had the colorway, that's the, I guess the more, we kind of call them kind of colors, beige and browns and black colorway, where I was looking for more vibrant type colors. So yeah, they didn't have any left the last time I was there of the more vibrant colors. So I did find some on Amazon, but unfortunately you have to get a 3-pack. Now one of them, the colorways that's fortunate, I wanted the 3-pack. The other colorway I really only wanted one, but it is what it is. I have some ideas to use to make with them. So I'm sure shortly down the road you will see some more all-in-one granny yarn. So that is, well, that was my one acquisition, but I'm not going to show them to you. I'm sure you guys have all seen the all-in-one granny yarn. My other acquisition, I bought something that I never ever buy, and it's a book. It is called 20 Ways to Crochet Crocheted Mandalas. And this is what the book looks like. It's by Lynn Rowe. It's just a small book. It's just a little book. And these are all the mandalas that are in here. I got this on Amazon. I think it was around $11 Canadian. And I'm looking to make a mandala. I don't know when, because I don't have the yarn to make it, I don't think. But I'm looking to make a mandala for my room. I had some other things that I like making mandalas. They're just fun to make. So whether I'll make them for other things too, I don't know. But I really wanted to make one for my room. Now, I do like the book, but none of these in here are really like, ooh, that's the one I need for my room, because I wanted a good sized mandala for my room, and I'm not sure that any of these are actually big enough for what I want. So it's whether or not I can use the repeat in it to make it bigger. So we'll see. I'm not sure, but the patterns in here that are really nice. I think they're really cute mandalas, and I will make something out of here just to make something. Mandalas are a lot of fun. If you haven't tried one, try one. They're fun. My opinion anyways. So that is my small acquisition that I wanted to show you guys. I think next is update on my arm. That's probably in the next crochet related thing. I was talking last week, today's Wednesday. The last time I did a video was Monday last week. And I was having a lot of trouble with my arm and my elbow. I think they're classic symptoms of tennis elbow. No, I did not go to the doctor. I've had tennis elbow before. And before, when I got it, it was more from using the computer a lot. So I had some really nice comments. I want to say thank you. I had some suggestions. I had well wishes, and I appreciate all of them. It's all very thoughtful, all of you, to wish me well and to make suggestions. Some of the comments, questions, somebody thought maybe it was arthritis. I hope not. I think tennis elbow is, to the most part, healable. I mean, I had it before and I did get rid of the pains, so whether they are still something like leftover scarring type thing, I don't know, but I had it before and I did manage to get rid of it, that it hadn't bothered me for a very long time, like years and years and years. And so I hope that this isn't something that's going to be ongoing bothering me. So fingers crossed for that. But so far it is much better than it was. I did take a day or two of rest, did take a couple days of rest, as well as I just have cut back on how much I've been crocheting lately, taking more breaks, stretching more often, all that kind of thing. You know, I accomplished a lot less because of that, but at the same time, you know, I have to look after health first. I did have some suggestions about changing my hook, like my hold for my hook, because yes, I am a pencil holder, and switching to a knife type hold. So in case you don't know, a pencil hold means you hold it more like this. It's on top of your hand, whereas a knife hold, you hold your hook like this. And of course, in being exaggerated, you hopefully don't grip it like this. but you hold it goes under your hand like this, your hook. I hold my hook like this. Yeah, so I could see how holding your hook like this and moving it around like this would cause more stress on the arm and the hand than holding it like this would, as long as you're relaxed, of course. I am still thinking about trying to change my hold, but I have tried, and I have tried again now to hold my hook the knife method, and it's very unnatural for me. So forcing myself to do it is very difficult. It's also similar to, I tried to, when I'm knitting, I tried to hold my yarn a different way, not my needles a different way. I was trying to hold my yarn a different way that would make it so I knit faster, and I just can't. The muscle memory doesn't work that way that it wants to, like, I can't make myself do it. It's just so uncomfortable and weird feeling, that I just keep doing what I've been doing. But I guess hopefully I can. I don't want to wait until I have so much pain in my arm that I can't crochet at all. But as it is right now, I'll admit I'm keeping with my pencil hold, and I'm also worried about changing my hook hold mid-projects, that it's going to create a tension difference that will be noticeable in my projects. So maybe if I got some of these whips out of the way, and maybe that I would make more effort to changing my hook hold. Yeah. And I guess once you've switched which way you hold your hook, you could still do it the old way still. So I could still finish my old projects using pencil hold. I don't know. Maybe I'll make some more effort into knife hold. As it is right now, my arm is feeling much better. The pain is better than it was. But as I said, I've been doing a lot of stretching, taking a lot of breaks, and I should have been doing that in the first place. I should have been taking more breaks. I should have been stretching more often. So a reminder to all of you who crochet a lot or crochet for long periods of time at once, to take breaks, to stretch, and to look after yourself. So that is my arm update. It is better. It's not 100%. It's better than it was, though, for sure. Yeah. So the last thing is probably life update. Not a lot exciting happening. I did have a dog visitor for a few days. My parents' dog came to, please don't lay on the blanket. Sorry, Sophie's getting in the chair beside me. I had my parents' dog here for a few days. She came on Sunday and she stayed until yesterday afternoon. She went home. Can you guys hear her moaning? She's moaning. Like everybody know you're there? Yeah. She's a good girl. Anyways, my parents had booked a hotel room to stay in Niagara Falls to watch the eclipse. They booked it like a year ago. And so they had texted me, I don't know, 4 or 6 weeks ago, and asked me if I could watch their dog for a couple days when they went. And I said, of course. So she came and she stayed with us for the 3 days. I'm terrible with distance. We live like, if there was no traffic, we probably live like about an hour and a half from Niagara Falls. It's very rare that you can drive down there, though, and there's absolutely no traffic. But yeah, so we did see some of the eclipse here, but of course it was very cloudy. Earlier in the day, it was a nice clear day, and then the clouds came in, I don't know, like a half an hour before the eclipse, and the eclipse happened, and probably about 10 minutes later, the clouds cleared out and they went away. So we got clouds for an eclipse. It did get pretty dark at our house, and it it kind of felt weirdly still and chilly outside, but we couldn't really see it from here because it was too cloudy. I wouldn't call it really resembling nighttime. I would say it kind of, probably because the clouds, it resembled more of a storm here. I wish it was clearer and then we could have seen it better. My parents said in Niagara Falls, where they were, it was also very overcast. They missed a lot of it, but they said there it got very dark. And they said that the temperature dropped like it was nighttime. And they were glad they went. It was interesting to see. But yeah. So, but I have a friend who posted some really cool pictures that I thought, anyways. She was watching it on the, I think they call it a sky cam at Niagara Falls, which is a public viewing camera where you can see Niagara Falls. And I'll insert a picture here, well, two pictures here. One is at 3:20, which is when the eclipse was here. The other one was at 3:26, so 6 minutes after the eclipse, and just one, it looks like nighttime at 3:20 in the afternoon, and the other one, it looks like daytime. So it's really cool to see that. It's funny, I thought of looking at Niagara Falls to the Skycam, and then I just totally forgot when it got closer to the time. But a friend of mine had posted these pictures, so I'm borrowing them from her to show to you guys because I thought they were cool. Hopefully you guys think they were cool. For those of you who got to see the eclipse where you are, I hope that you enjoyed it and that you did it safely with your eclipse glasses and all those things. I don't have eclipse glasses, so I did not go outside. We looked at them from the windows and watched that way. We wanted to be safe. Now, I think there was enough cloud cover that it would have been safe anyways, that we could have watched it. But I know my husband was at work. He said that him and a few other guys from work, they went outside, but they used a welding helmet because they have welders. They have people who weld at his work. So they brought a welding helmet out and they looked at it with that. But he said that he couldn't really see that much either. He works really close to our house, so it would have been the same there, that it was very overcast. So yeah. So that is my life update. Nothing exciting happening around here. Just dog sitting for a few days. Which I guess you probably think, dog sitting is not a big deal. You have a dog. My dog is very well behaved. She doesn't make a mess. She doesn't get into things. She doesn't have accidents. She asks to go outside when she needs to go outside. She's very low maintenance. We'll say that. She, of course, wants attention. She, of course, likes to play. She, of course, needs to go for a walk. All those type of things, but she doesn't have bad habits. We'll say that. We've been very lucky that the dogs that we've had, they just don't have bad habits. So my parents' dog, if you leave a Kleenex on the floor, she will eat it and it's gone. She leaves no evidence. A Kleenex, a really small sock, paper, cardboard. She chews up all these things and it's gone. She makes it disappear. So yeah, they have to crate her now when they're not home. So yes, I had to go around my house and make sure that the Kleenexes were back on the table or on a counter somewhere where she can't possibly reach them. She's not allowed on furniture and she doesn't get on furniture, so it's not a worry of putting it like on the coffee table, because she won't get up on the couch and use that method to get to the Kleenex. She was just here for 2 days, so we never left her home alone while she was here. 3 days. We didn't actually leave her home alone while she was here, but you have to watch the paper. And then at nighttime, she slept in my daughter's room. And she just put her in a room with the door closed, and we put we put her garbage can up because she was certainly getting into her garbage can. So we put her garbage can up where she can't reach it, and we put stuff in front of her bookcase so that she couldn't get to her bookcase, which her bookcase has books on it as well as some stuffed animals and mementos on it. So, and I didn't know what she would do to stuffed animals. So the last time we watched my parents' dog, she was here for 6 weeks. And my parents have a room in the basement that they stay in when they're here. So my daughter actually slept in the room in the basement with her because we were used to leaving her loose in the basement back then. And at some point she chewed a gigantic corner out of a box. Like it was like a double wall thick cardboard box, and she chewed the corner out of the box. And as I said, there's no evidence. She doesn't leave any little cardboard pieces at all. She eats them. So I don't know. I don't know how she doesn't get sick from this stuff, but she doesn't seem to. Her vet says that she has a strong stomach and strong whatever you call it, so that when she goes to the bathroom, she manages to push it out. I know that was gross, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem to bother her, but I don't know why she likes paper so much. It's really weird. So I did, we'll call it Emma proof. That's her name if I didn't say it. I Emma proofed my house before she came. And yeah. So that's been my week. I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that you guys have some fun crochet projects that you're working on. If you'd love to tell me about it in the comments below, I'd love to hear from you. If you got to see the eclipse where you live, I'd love to hear about that as well. And I hope that you guys are all well. I hope that you're taking care and enjoying your life with your families, friends, pets, whatever. Even if you like being alone and you enjoy that, good for you. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for liking my videos. And I'll see you next time on Lori Hooks. Bye, everyone.